Well, hey, gentlemen, my name is Stefan Reed, and I have the honor of serving as the campus pastor at Life Church in Midwest City. The issue of racism really started to change for me when George Floyd, when all of that stuff went down. And the biggest thing I think that I focused on, and the biggest thing that created a new paradigm in my life was fear, honestly. So I've been pastoring a long time. I've been in Life Church for about 20 years. I have been pastoring for 15 of those, and I have a ton of friends who are cops, ton of friends. I know the police chief, I know deputies, lieutenants, all sorts of people. And I remember after all this went down, I was driving to the gym real early in the morning. It's about 4 a.m. And I saw police lights in my rear view, and I almost had a panic attack. Because now, after all this stuff's going down, I'm thinking after all this time, like, what will happen to me? I'm in the middle of the road. There's no one out here. This cop can do whatever he wants. And as I'm driving along, I'm starting to slow down, and then the cop drives past me because he was going to get somebody else. And then I realized, like, wow, man, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. All of a sudden, I'm walking around Walmart and I'm looking at white people, and and then so I remember this. I remember as when I started going into Walmart, man, I put my hood up. I was wearing a hoodie, and I would put my hood up because I didn't want to be seen. And then part of me, in a sick way, was like, when I work out. I'm kind of a big dude, and so I got my hood up, and I'm walking around Walmart jacked up a little bit. Man, I get weird looks. Maybe it's because I'm intimidating. Maybe it's because I'm black. Maybe it's because I'm black in the hood. Maybe it's all those things. And part of me was like, if you are scared of me, you won't hurt me. If you are scared of me, you'll stay away from me. If you are scared of me, then I'm safe. How jacked up is that? It's crazy. It's crazy. And so when all the racial tension started to spin up, and I'm not going to get political, but there was some political end to it, where now all of a sudden I felt like the leadership of my country was hunting me, was coming after me. And now I'm worried about where am I safe? And typically people who I love, white people that I know and love for years, typically I'm a very smiley, happy, friendly person. And now I'm anxious. I am off. I'm a little bit rude. When we had to wear masks everywhere, I was like actually glad because I didn't have to interact with people. And that's not who I am. It's not who I am. And so that whole situation created this angst and this tension in me that it took me months and months and months of prayer and talking and getting with other friends of mine who are black and talking this through and breathing and recognizing that the things that I'm hearing and telling myself were things from the devil. There are things that were throwing me off. There are things that are getting me off mission, because guess what? If I hate white people, I can't minister to them. And if I hate white people, I can't change racism. And so I had to figure out, how do I get back to a place of safety where I recognize that the strength that I need to impact other people comes from Christ, not from my social climate. Isn't that a strength that's not hindered by my fear, and a strength that is not dependent on how I feel about it. It needs to be a strength that comes from Christ, because that is the only way that I'm ever going to have the capability to affect what I need to affect and affect change.